Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Brahmaloka Tarot, for another pick a card reading. Your mystery message for today. It is a mystery message. And I have prepared 3 different piles with oracle cards, and each pile has a different tarot deck that will be used. Let me introduce your piles to you now by showing your significator cards and your crystals selected for your reading. So pile number 1, we have the deep end with this card. And that is with this angel figurine with the Carnelian. Pile number 2 has this card with cutting through. And that is with this Moonstone, I think it's Moonstone, it's a little Buddha figurine. And then I have pile number 3 with recall and memory. That is with black tourmaline. Okay, so it would be a good time right now if you needed a little extra time to just pause the video here and cast your gaze over these piles. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You can go then down to the description box or the comment section to choose, see the timestamps there. Choose which pile or piles that you'd like to connect with and click on that, and it'll bring you to your reading. So I'll see you in your separate readings. Hello, pile number 1, and welcome to your reading, your mystery message for today. If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card with 51, the deep end. And we have the Carnelian gemstone in the shape of an angel figurine. So I'll put that over here. We'll take 1 or 2 significator cards from the tarot deck, and then we'll dive into your reading after that. I have channeled messages for each and every pile, so let me read your channeled messages today. They did come through a little different. It seems like it comes through different each and every time recently, so let's see. It just flowed right through. So it says, for the mystery message, pile number 1, Dear God, I fear that I have lost myself deep, deep, deep into the dark oceans of this world. I do not know whence I came and what I'm doing here, and yet the water speaks to me of a time long ago, lost civilizations of this world and others. And I feel the deep connection to these ancient codes, the water codes and light codes. A language known by few and yet so familiar to me, but why? Dear God, I long for home. I long to know the truth, the depths of the soul, the long-lost love of self and union with the One. The great mystery is upon me, and I gaze up at the stars at night, hoping that through the darkness comes the light. I breathe to live another day, but oh Lord, don't let this moment pass away without me knowing you. Whew. Okay. Pile number 1. Let's get your significator cards from this tarot deck. Whoa, okay. We have 2 cards that just popped out. Okay, we have the Page of Swords and the 4 of Pentacles. Page of Swords and 4 of Pentacles. What I'm hearing is, and there's some great peace and calm actually, even in the turbulent waters of this life. And what I'm hearing is that you're on this new exploration of self through self-inquiry, through this sword of truth, sword of discernment, sword of knowledge. You're just starting to get used to working with this sword, the sword here. There may be ideas and inspirations that are popping on through into your psyche and awareness at this point. The depths of your being, you're diving deeper and deeper into the depths of your psyche. and you're coming into greater and greater awareness of knowledge and truth. There's a holding on, there's a sense of holding on to what you have known, and a little bit of fear based off of the great mystery itself. And the message to you at this point is to let go, to allow yourself to dive deep, and to do not fear the psyche, do not fear the mind, do not fear consciousness itself, do not fear anything but fear itself. So this is really an invitation to dive deep, Okay. So we've got some small cards here. We have intuition. With trust your intuition, it has been guiding you to the answers that you seek. Intuition. And star, guaranteed success. So you have nothing to fear. Yeah, nothing. I keep on hearing that. Nothing to fear but fear itself. You really are, you're courageous enough. You even have the Carnelian here. It gives you the courage and the stability and the know-how to dive deep into the depths of your psyche. And this is really what it's asking for you to do. Your intuition knows that you'll be just fine. This holding on, there's a holding on, there's a sense of like fear jumping into the unknown, but that's the real only way to understand more of the self. And I know you're an inquisitive person, so I think there's really nothing to fear moving forward in this life. The mystery message for today is that there's nothing to fear. Jump in. So let's see what you've got here with these other cards. We've got the number 9. There's this web, and it says the taming power of the small. Self-restraint, self-sufficiency, careful preparations, resourcefulness, minor impediments, and adaptability. With a little, it looks like an orb weaver or something like that, type of spider. And it's a beautiful, perfectly made web as well. We have preservation with the number 10. We're just going to lay some of these out and then we'll take a look a little bit more. Celestial Rose of Ma with the number 10. Once again, the number 10 is coming out. So you got 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. What's going on here? Okay, what we'll do actually is take a look at the books here for the 10s here, Preservation and Celestial Rose of Ma. But what I'm noticing here is it's almost like you're caught in the web of the world and holding yourself back from experiencing the greater depths of your soul, because it's out of fear. It really is. It's out of fear, and I just keep on hearing there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear. Okay. Let's look in this Sacred Mysteries book, the Chakra Oracle, with the number 10 here. So 10. Okay, and it's the second chakra with the Passion Chakra. It just says right here with preservation, Vishnu. Vishnu, the pervader or preserver and hero of the life-giving force in the second chakra, is ruler of compassion and the preservation of life and the world. He sits balanced between the creation and destruction of life-giving forces. His consort is Lakshmi, goddess of fortune. So conversing with the oracle, it just says showing up with the hope in your heart. That's the Celestial Rose of Ma right there. Hope in your heart, preserving valuable and useful traditions while letting go of those that cause suffering, and being a good person moves you forward on the game of board the game board of life. Family, lovers, and friends all appreciate your sincerity in maintaining a steady flow of support and holding together your relationships. Staying true to your inner visions and enjoying music, art, dance, and other expressive arts stirs the imagination. The beauty you enjoy can put a spotlight on which of your desires and fantasies you have a real chance to fulfill. By following and trusting your intuitive code of moral conduct and questioning what others tell you, you can dive into sacred moments and plunge into the great collective unconscious that touches us all. Okay, and Rumi, the celestial rose of Ma. Let's just take a look at that one as well because I'm being called to do that for your group. So let me read this part here. It says, the taste of bitterness becomes sweetness in love. The searching in the dark finds the light of faith revealed in love. Love transforms thistles into jasmine. Love layers heavens and gifts us with wings to soar into its mystery. Love transforms our every thought into a desire of the heart. O love, how divine is your luring. Beauty flows from your unseen face. Your very nature is radiant with joy. You manifest vibrant hues in every flower. Your touch dazzles all creation. Every particle is attracted toward you, longing to unite and dwell in you. Rumi. The Divine Mother offers me her rose. How rich that gift may be. I tear my flesh on its thorns and my blood flows. I curse myself for carelessness. And yet, in my desire to grasp this gift, it happens again and again. Then I realize such is its scent, its beauty. How can I be tentative in my approach? My senses are drenched in beauty, and I long to inhale the exquisite perfume, to reach for the velvet dew of the petals, the soft and delicate under my touch. Perhaps I will be scraped and I will bleed, yet this is not enough to deter me, to prevent me from accepting this gift. The magnificence of the bloom renders the struggle to enjoy it as a worthy, noble, essential pursuit. Of course, I understand something so precious must be protected. It must be allowed to live. More than this, to thrive. So those thorns are hooks that allow for growth for those who would bear the pain of the ascent to the rose's blooming heart. And those thorns are barbs that keep away those that would consume the creation without appreciating its worth and beauty. Yes, those thorns serve essential purpose. I cannot begrudge them, for I love the rose, and so I love what is necessary for her to be. So I love the thorns too. Yeah, it's embracing the thorns, it's embracing the rose itself, it's embracing the bitterness and the sweetness, and all encompassing in this life. And so in order to escape this web of restraint, of constraint, of delusion, of tricky energies, it's asking for you to just let go, to dive deep, to love and to be loved, and to also understand that sometimes love can hurt as well. We have challenge with lightning, the number 5, and fulgurite. There's the ocean. That connects really well to the Page of Swords, because I'm hearing like there's almost like this divine download that's happening that's helping you to cut straight to the matter, helping you to understand what's happening. And it's asking for you to dive deep underneath the tempestual seas of this world. So there's or the turbulent, maybe not even tempestual, but turbulent seas of this world. It's asking you to dive deep, because there you will find the calmness of the waters. You may not even know what it is that you're seeking, but this is the seeker's quest. This is inquiring of the self, understanding the self, knowing the truth, knowing why we are here. And let's see, we've got I wanted to see in here again. I'm just reading here. The water speaks to me of a time long ago, lost civilizations of this world and others. I feel the deep connection to these ancient codes, the water codes and light codes, a language known by few and yet so familiar to me. But why? I long for home, long to know the truth, the depths of the soul, the long lost love of self and union with the one. So knowledge of self, knowledge of the truth, knowledge of you and union with all that is, that's kind of like the reason why I'm saying you are a seeker. You're a seeker of this truth. You want to know the truth and why you are here. And it's so beautiful. What you're doing is courageous. And not many people truly want to know the self. Not many people truly want to know the truth. The truth can hurt sometimes. Just like the beauty of a rose, there's thorns surrounding it, and you can be pricked by those thorns, yet the rose is so sweet. Sometimes you have to have the bitter medicine in order to enjoy the sweetness of life. So this is in progress now. This is a cosmic timing card. So this cute little owl says it's in progress now. So you are in progress right now. You're progressing towards your goals and understanding the self and knowledge of self, the pursuit of truth. Number one, slow down. So I think that's a direct message to you right now, this mystery message. Slow down. I'm even slowing down my speech a little bit for this group. It's almost like I'm seeing time in slow motion. Yeah, slow down time, slowing down, preservation. Connection happens within the silence and the solitude of the self, in the silence and solitude of the night. And then Star Brothers. It says Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. You are divinely protected. You are divinely cared for. You have a connection to spirit, a very beautiful, intimate connection to spirit, whether that be a kindred spirit, like feeling like that spirit is a brother or a family member of yours, a mother, a father, some kindred soul, friends, like a friendship. So what this is asking of you is to just kindle that relationship of the self to the self. I know how it sounds, but kindle that relationship of the self to God or to the creator, the great mystery, the divine God, however you want to say it, whatever that relationship is for you. Spirit asks of you to really kindle that relationship, to make it really truly intimate and very connected. And you can do that when you slow down. You can do that when you let go. You can do that when you're inquiring about yourself and why you're here. You're such a inquisitive, very intellectual individual. This you individuals in pile number one. And yet, even if this seems like a challenging time, what Spirit wants to speak to you of is that you are guaranteed success because you are heavily protected at this time through your star brothers, your star friends, through all of the guides and guidance and your highest self right now, because you are all that which is, and you are one with it all. And once you come into that union of the self, drinking both of the bitter medicine and of the sweet medicine of life, you can see how it all is intertwined, how it is all interconnected, and how loving it is, how much love is actually out there for the taking and for the receiving, for the giving, for it's a equal give and take. So let's take a look at your tarot cards, see if there's anything else that wants to come through as your mystery message today. What is pile one's mystery message for today? What, in addition to what we already have going on? Okay, so we have the Ten of Wands and the Four of Cups. The Four of Cups was laid over the Ten of Wands. So this is kind of like the struggle, the spiritual struggle right here. And the Four of Cups is asking for you to kind of dive deep into yourself through meditation, through some sort of meditative practice right now. And you may be a little dissatisfied right now with your life, with what's going on. Sometimes even the dissatisfaction with what's happened in your life and how deep you lost yourself, how far you've gone past. You think that you aren't even able to be saved at this point. But meditation and going into this slowing down, the quietude within the self, you will understand that you're getting helped. The 10 of Wands, the 10 Wands that you're pushing and pushing, it's just going to, it's what I hear from Spirit is let down your wands. Let us pick those wands up for you. Let us do the heavy work for you. Your job right now is to do the heavy work within the self. So stop striving out there. Strive within the self, here and now. And then we have Temperance with the number 14. This is equal amount of heat and cool, like the fire and the water, equal amounts, which really helps to balance things out. So temperance is a balancing of these, the push and pull, the give and take, the ebb and flow, the bitter and the sweet, equal. So you're coming into this. This is Sagittarius energy, by the way, and Sagittarius energy is the seeker type of energy. So see how this angel is showing its aura there. And I'm seeing you as having that same type of angelic aura around you. This is your message, pile number 1. You are a true seeker. You are a very intelligent being, and you're here to understand the self. You are in progress right now. So give yourself a big hug, because I know that it's been not easy. Understand, though, that this is the process and you are in progress and everything is working out, and you are coming into alignment with the self. Okay, so please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and please let me know if this has resonated for you. This group seems to be a highly spiritual group. I know that I've been kind of channeling higher spiritual messages recently, and I hope that it does connect with what you guys are feeling and going through right now. I sure hope so. So subscribe to my channel if you want to make sure that you don't miss a reading from me. I try to post every once a week or once to twice a week, and I've been doing shorts as well. So thank you so much. Jai Ma. Bye for now. Hi, pile number 2, and welcome to your reading, your mystery message for today. If you chose this pile number 2, then this is your significator card with cutting through, the number 49. And then you have the little Buddha figurine. I think this is Moonstone. I'll place that over here. So what we'll do is read the channeled messages first. It did come through a little differently. It seems to be doing that recently, just like the way that it comes through, but it definitely was just like free flow. And I didn't even know what was really coming out until after I read it. So we'll do that. And also, I'll take one or two of these cards for another, like one or two significator cards in combination with this one. And we'll dive into your oracle cards after that. So we've got pile number 2. Okay, I wrote down, cut through the tapestry, the entangled world we're in. Cut through, cut throat, cut down, chopped and dismantled, set up for kindling the fires of purification. This journey we're on, O Lord, is a tangled web of tricks and lies, instability, insecurity, defeat, and death. Some people think post-mortem is our only hope for salvation, but I refuse to accept that as the only route. The questions we ask are the keys to our salvation. With an inquiring mind, we ask ourselves why we are here in the first place. What are we doing on this floating rock in space? I hear the sound of monks rising above the rest. Om, they sing in unison, and my mind becomes quiet. The entangled web is still there, but I can see from another vantage point what used to so readily devour my soul. Okay, so that's the end of the channeled messages. They were a little quick today as well. Let's get a couple of tarot cards for you. Wow, Strength came out. And the Lovers. Okay. Strength and the Lovers right here. This is about choice, about standing strong in your truth, realizing your strength is in the love of self, and also definitely pointing towards each and every action, each and every decision that you make, especially recently, is on like a faster consequential timeline. So anything like there's an action that you take and the reaction or the consequence happens like almost near immediately after. It's happening more quickly in the 5D realm. It's happening more quickly to those who are the chosen, who are here to really raise their vibrations up, and who have chose to come here to to bring themselves and the world up on a higher level, to actually understand the self, to go beyond postmortem, to go beyond death and dying, to live here in the life we have now with great peace and serenity and equanimity. Because this entangled web we're in, or what would be called also as Maya in Hinduism, this Maya is an illusion. The death, destruction, sadness, sorrow, loss, all those things that we're experiencing, even on a cosmic level, that is only one part of the self. And we have to also experience that part of the self that is also love and truth and divine justice and union. See the two together, union, the masculine and feminine coming together as one. We have to stand strong in our strength, in our conviction that we know how to do this. We know that we refuse to accept this, that we just die and that's it. I understand that some of you out there may be atheists or just starting on your journey of spirituality, and you will recognize that there is life beyond death. If you even look at some of the near-death experiences that people have experienced, there's like thousands of encounters. On the other side, there's thousands of people with their own personal stories going from atheism to a place of spirituality, a place of greater understanding of how the world works, right? And how this itself, this world, disintegrates as we die. We move into this spiritual realm, and we don't have to wait until we're dead. That's the crazy part. Some people think that, some religions think that, like, the the heaven is not something that we can experience here on earth. It has to be something that's beyond this planet and beyond our living existence here, because we're all sinners, right? So I'm just saying that jokingly, but honestly, there's people out there who feel that way, and maybe you have even experienced that in your past or are experiencing it right now, and trying to figure out, well, what is this, where are we, why are we here? And the questions, that curiosity that you have, it says even here, the questions we ask are the keys to our salvation. With an inquiring mind, we ask ourselves why we are here in the first place, what are we doing on this floating rock in space. And then what was interesting was, after that, I hear the sound of monks rising above the rest. Om. They sing in unison, and my mind becomes quiet. That just helps me to remember, and helps us to remember, that we can unite as one, and as a collective, we're stronger than just one person. That's also the connection here too. Cutting through the BS, rising above the rest. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We haven't even gotten to anything. Meditation. Excuse me. When I think I've said this before, but when the energy comes through and I'm like kind of channeling more quickly, sometimes I get the burps and just like lots of gas and energy that's kind of like coming out through me. Anyhow, we've got meditation. Take a moment to connect to source through quiet, reflective meditation. If you don't have a meditative practice, it may be good to try it out. There's a lot of guided meditations out there. One of the ones that I used to use when I was working in the emergency department as a nurse, I didn't have much time really when I was doing 12-hour shifts to be able to sit and meditate, and nor did I really have the patience to sit and meditate for too long. So what I did was get this app called the Insight Timer. And that app, I just like put 1 minute or 2 minute as a timer. You could even just use your own timer, like your alarm clock or something like that. But this Insight Timer has like these gongs or bells at the end, so it's not like so harsh to your ears when the bell rings. It's like kind of a gentle reminder, okay, now you're finished with your 1 minute timer, or 2 minutes or 5 minutes, however long you can sit. But in the emergency department, I didn't have the luxury of like sitting for like any period of time. So I went into the bathroom, and whenever I went pee, which wasn't often during the 12-hour shift because I was like always going, but I'd sit there, I kid you not, put the Insight Timer on for about a minute or two and just sat there doing some breath work. And that's all I did. There are guided meditations as well on that. I don't know if you guys are like new to it and not experienced in meditation, then the Insight Timer would be a good one to start with, or any type of app that helps with mindfulness and the guided meditations. You can even get like free guidance on YouTube nowadays. So that would be helpful. If you can't really get to that point, then something that helps you to get into that flow state, there's something that could help you with getting into a flow state, whether that be running, or whether that be some sort of activity that you enjoy. Even like working on the house, like my partner was doing that the other day, and he said that he doesn't have time to sit and meditate. So what he did was, when he was working on the house, he put his noise canceling headphones on and just kind of chanted Om or some sort of, mantra over and over and over again in his head while he was pulling out nails from the floorboards. And he was doing that for like, I don't know, an hour. So it's not anything that you couldn't do. It's just like, it does take a little bit to get into it. I'm not going to lie, it's not easy right away. Okay, bag, something important such as a new job or a raise. So we're asking what the mystery message is for you today. And maybe you'll get the mystery message through meditation or through a change in your position. Okay, we've got revolution with the number 49. Don't we have 49 here? 49. You got two 49s. 49 here with cutting through, and then 49 with revolution. And look at that. It says transformation, a radical change, give up the old to make way for the new, and a quantum leap. Get rid of the old. And look at that. It's the fires of purification, the kindling that we were talking about. Cut through, cut throat, cut down, chopped and dismantled, set up for kindling the fires of purification. That's what I'm seeing through this. We have the number 3 with creation. And we'll take a look in the book with a couple of these here. So number 3 with creation, I think that is Brahma, Lord Brahma. And then this says Passion of the Wild Red Mother with the number 36. We've got 336 and 4949. The numbers. Ooh, and we got the number 6 here. So 6336. Interesting, isn't it? Let's take a look at the number 3 creation in this book, the Sacred Mystery Chakra Oracle book, and just see what it says in the beginning parts. I'm not going to read it all, but let's see. Yeah, it is. The card's deity is Brahma. Okay. It says the 4 heads reflect Brahma's position as the Lord of creation, like Brahmaloka Tarot. They represent the physical self, the rational self, the emotional self, and the intuitive self. In each of his 4 hands, Brahma carries a blessing. His hand mudra, a mudra is the stylized position in which he holds his hands and fingers, removes fears and insecurities. From his pot, sacred waters pour forth. The lotus emits the scent of purity, and his scrolls recount divine wisdom. So conversing with the oracle, it just says, the cry that awakens one's birth opens the creation storybook of life. Finding truths and patterns woven in the tapestry of your personal narrative can strengthen self-knowledge. Uncovering and following the guidance of your heart's longing helps solidify a vision of what you most want to create or accomplish. Oftener than not, preferences give you more reliable information than shoulds, and your physical and emotional responses can help you discern what you prefer. Feeling how you connect with this chakra's energy and balancing mental, physical sensations and worldly spiritual understanding can help you bring the right energy into your decisions. It's time to develop your visions for the future in ways that might lead you to an extraordinary reality. Great. And then we're going to take a look at Rumi Oracle, the Rumi Oracle book, because this is the number 36, Passion of the Wild Red Mother, and I love reading Rumi. So we are going to do that for your group. Pile number 2. Let's get to that. Passion of the Wild Red Mother. Don't ask the conscious ones about the wine. Behold the glowing effect of it in the eyes of drunks. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but I'll just read this little italicized area. Bring me your unreasonableness, your insanity, your love without reason, and your passion. The passion that makes you crazy and shooes all logical restraint from your mind. Leave your ordered thoughts, sensible plans, and appropriate attire at my door. Put on your animal fur and sing to me in gibberish. When my beautiful goat dies, I make drums from their skins, and their spirits live on in my passionate play. When my birds drop their feathers, I gather them and put them in my hair. Come drum with me as I place feathers in your hair, and we honor the spirits of my animals, of your animal nature too, wild and free as you are in truth. Stick your tongue out and growl at those who try to tame you with guilt, shame, and fear. Do you think I'd give a damn for any of their silly games? Those games of reason and logic. Of course, you should do it this way, they say. It makes sense. But I care not for what makes sense. I care for what brings you alive. You may be an activist, a poet, an advocate for justice, or a writer, content in your own world of dreams. Or perhaps you are a healer devoted to the liberation of the suffering of others and hungry to commune with ancient wisdom. Perhaps you are all of these, or some other exquisite amalgam of holy energy and form. A fire is something more powerful than fear that can become the fuel of your life journey. So that's interesting because I did pick up on that in the channeled messages. It was the kindling the fires of purification, the journey we're on. It's like you're becoming purified through this process right now, this fire of purification. You're getting that passion back, this passionate creation. You actually are a very creative soul, a very creative being. The mystery message for today is something that's you're like cutting through and purifying yourself so that you can be of greater service to yourself and to others in this world, whatever passions you wish and desire to be. Okay, we've got unconditional love with Mother Mary, the number 33, and diamond. Lots of pressure there too to make a diamond, right? Mother Mary with unconditional love. Beautiful feminine energy coming through, and strong feminine energy. When the passion of the wild red mother, when it said something about like sticking out your tongue and growling at those who are trying to tame you, it reminds me of Mother Kali, which is a beautiful, loving mother, and she's the creator and destroyer. You know, she can destroy all the illusions that we are all that we're like all the illusions and spells that we're under right now. So that gives me that type of energy. That feminine energy is really strong and passionate, and also this beautiful Mother Mary, like sensitive and compassionate, that also is coming through for your group. Let's see, we have in November, so just make note of this as this being a timeless reading. Either this is really like an important time of the year for you. Think about it. This is number 33. November is the 11th month of the year. So you got 33 and 11. Those are really strong master numbers. You've got like multiple 49, 49. Then you got 6, 3, 3, 6, and then you got 33 and 11. Let's see what these are. 9 with throat release. 9 with throat release. Is there something that you need to get off of your chest? Is there something that you need to express, through this creative, expressive force, through the throat chakra? And then it says, trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. So you have all the time in the world, my dear. And you do not have to worry about there not being enough time for you to be able to create what you want in this world. And I actually felt that when I was sitting for meditation, and then the pile 2, information, the channeled messages came through. I was feeling this like anxiety over time, as if like there was a rush or a need to be able to create, to be able to do the things that you wanted to do in this lifetime. But I'm telling you right now that like you have all the time in the world to be able to do this. And don't forget that like, the creative forces, the creative juices are flowing right now for you. And there is something that's going to happen for you in November, or maybe this is November for you that you have come to this message now. Either way, just pay attention to the month of November. Okay, let's see. What else is it? The mystery message for today for our pile number 2. Mystery message. What is it that needs to come through? Let's see. Okay. Okay. We've got the 4 of Wands and the 3 of Cups. interesting because it would be like celebration, kind of like with both. But maybe this is an inward celebration right now, like you're celebrating the self. Uh, and this is like a level up celebration of self. The Three of Cups, you're doing it on your own. This is something that you had the strength to do on your own, and you didn't need anyone else to do it for you. That's interesting, huh? And then the Five of Swords. Yeah, this is probably the reason why you needed to do it on your own, because this is like a lesson of purification of the self. This is a lesson of a leveling up, of being proud of who you are and moving forward without carrying the weight of others' stuff in your mind. So you're letting that go, and then you become this high priestess. The high priestess is this highly powerfully intuitive and grounded woman who can see beyond the veil of illusion, beyond the veil of Maya, beyond the entanglement, the web of lies and trickery and deceit. This is your energy. You are celebrating that, and this is the divine timing right now. So through this purification process, you are letting go of the need to be able to do this, with others. I mean, the connection is still there. You still have others to connect with. However, this is a very um, solitary mission, because this is a meditative mission. You can meditate with others, except you have to remember this is a soul seeking uh, experience, a self seeking experience. No one can show you that. No one can make you do it aside from you. So this is really like an experience for the self, and you've come here to experience that in this lifetime, to be able to do it through this creative process and to purify yourself enough so that you can actually bring about this creativity into this world. It may have something to do with your throat. Maybe you're a singer, or you like to sing, or you want to do some karaoke, or you want to be like on create a podcast or be on YouTube. You want to like use your voice for the betterment of others, and that's a really beneficial use of your creative expression and creative flow. So that may be something that you're interested in doing. Either way, you're doing it through beautiful, divine, feminine, motherly energy. I know even if you're a man, I'm saying like it's just this feminine energy that's coming out, this creativity that's wanting to flow through and flow forth through you. Yeah. So this is definitely something that's important. This bag, something important such as a new job or a raise, it could be something to do with that as well. And that means like Four of Wands could be a promotion, a self-promotion. I think it is in the spiritual realm. However, it could be something in the physical as well. I think that's all I have for you, pile number 2. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading, and go down to the comment section and let me know if this has resonated with you. Sign up for yeah, I think I'm just gonna end it at that. Okay, I'll see you soon. Jai Ma, and bye for now. Hi, pile number 3, and welcome to your reading. Your mystery message for today. If you chose this pile, then this is your significator card with the recall and memory, the number 50. And you have this beautiful tiny black tourmaline crystal. So I'll put these off to the side here. I'll read your channeled messages. They did come through a little differently today. I was saying in the other groups that it was a little short. However, it came through so quickly, almost as like a one-on-one with speaking to the divine. So I just wanted to tell you that. Once we're finished with the reading the channeled messages, I'll grab 1 or 2 significator cards from this tarot deck, and then we'll dive into the rest of your oracle cards, okay? So we've got pile number 3, your mystery message for today. It says, "Dear Creator, I recall the first time I placed a seashell conch up to my ear, and I could hear the whooshing of the ocean waves, so vast and expansive. The ocean is the best analogy for what this world feels like to me. Mystery, oh mystery, great mystery. How I long to know thee. Life is like a story, and what's a story without a good problem to solve? Recall, recall the memories of the ancient waterbeds of this world. How many beings have come and gone, and we use our science to demystify the mysteries of this world, and yet look, it's still a mystery. I laugh at our curiosity. I love our curiosity. What's a good story without a great mystery? Ponder that. A little bit of joking aside, this is just a really good thing to ponder in general, like what the great mystery is to you. So recall in memory. Do you recall the first time that you heard or picked up a seashell or put it towards your ears? Could you hear the waves of the ocean as well? Let's take a look at your significator cards. Let's just pick two from this deck. Okay, there's one, two. Okay. Recall and memory. In a way, it's almost as if like you're recalling some sadness, like I'm just kind of tuning in here because the two of these together, it's like sadness and defensiveness. It's like you had to be that way for many, many lifetimes. It's almost like you've carried this on into this lifetime and you're ready to release that. So these two here, like a depression, a sadness over what was and what will never be. And then this is like defending your stance, defending your position, defending your right to be here now. It's as if like you feel like you're not deserving to be here. And I really feel sad. I feel sad when I say that because I do think that you're deserving to be here. All of us are deserving to be here. So what is it from your past memories that have made you feel this way? Sad, depressed, and defensive. Like you had to defend your position. We have celebration. Now let's talk about celebration. Celebrate your achievements. You truly are a gift to the universe. So that's a different experience altogether than what I was feeling here. This is maybe a past experience. A past experience with the ocean, maybe. Do you have a fear of the ocean? Or of the deep ocean, the seas, or certain animals within the ocean? Because that's a complete different experience than this celebration. And we'll get to the bottom of this here. We have fan with romance, celebration, and party. Celebration again. Okay. Okay, let's see what else we got here. We have, oh wow, you have three of these cards. This is the other two piles only got one card from this deck. So the first one says enthusiasm, self-expression, inspiring others, self-confidence, totality, success, sharing, and a positive response. Okay, positivity, complete different than this experience beforehand, right? We have the arousing with the number 51. So that says shock, a crisis, upheaval, awe-inspiring, dramatic power shifts, unpredictability, a shake-up, that's a wake-up, as lightning is. And then we have peace with the number 11 and the yin-yang symbol here, or similar at least. And it says harmony, balance, perfection, equipoise, a sense of well-being, favorable conditions, and expansion. So based off of all this, whatever was in the past is in the past. And maybe the memory and recall is something that you have really like embodied over time, and you have past traumatic experiences that are living within your own being, within yourself still, that are, you know, that's still kind of in the way of it, this growth and expansion. But what I'm getting to, though, is that you're understanding that through all of this wanting to like know things and the great mystery itself, like you understand that part of your life, at least the last chapter of your life, was maybe, you know, you went through a lot. I'll just say that you went through a lot of traumas, a lot of uh, sadness, a lot of disappointment and discontent. And that was part of the story. If you think of the storyline, you have to have like it's like the hero's journey. The hero doesn't become a hero overnight. The hero has this very long journey where, you know, there's a point where you think you become depressed. You think that you're not worthy of these experiences. You're not worthy of this or deserving to be here. And then there's this point where there's a switch that happens. And in the hero's journey, the hero realizes that they are strong, that they are deserving to be here, that they are allowed to experience the joys of life. So that was the shock and upheaval. Maybe something shocked you into this new experience of the truth, which is that you are deserving of being here right now, experiencing this great mystery. We have right action with the number 19, and we will read from the book what this is all about. Right action with the number 19. We have sacred union with 19 again. Look at this. Wow. Wow. Okay. So we'll take a look at these other cards in just a moment here, but what I'll do is read from the Sacred Mysteries Chakra Oracle book for this right action, and then we'll read from the Rumi Oracle and 1919. So there's something. I see the sun. Yeah, that's the sun energy coming through. Illumination. Okay, let's just look here. 13, 15, 17, 19, right action. So this is Gayatri Ma. That's the card's deity. And it says this goddess is the physical form of the Gayatri mantra that bears her name, which dates back to the Rig Veda. She symbolizes the feminine power of strength, compassion, kindness, healing, knowledge, and purity. She is said to preside over Homa, the sacred fire, and have given the 4 Vedas to humanity. Conversing with the oracle, like this goddess who looks with 3 heads at the world, life is much bigger than the practical reality that she views from one of her heads. From another vantage point, she sees concerns involving the mental plane and offers healing balms to remind us of our wholeness. In this chakra, the fantasies that were planted in the second can now mature into worldly achievement. From her 3rd head, she looks beyond logic toward the celestial plane where universal understandings crackle in the sacred flames of eternal wisdom. Power is close at hand. Transformative ideas herald life's profound beauty in a world where respect for power, appropriately used, is entwined with the magic of love eternal. And this is the 3rd, or Manipura chakra, which is the power chakra, which is also called the solar plexus chakra. It's like above the belly button and below the, kind of like by the diaphragm, below the, oh gosh, I'm stalling here. Oh gosh. Anyhow, you get that. So let's see what also the Rumi Oracle guidebook says number 19. 19. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm just going to read a little bit of the italicized area. It says, sacred union. Only the oneness of love and the lover is eternal. Surrender your heart into this union, for all else in the world is momentary. Rumi. Stupefied with bliss, I become without thought. There is no grief in that loss. I gladly surrender my intelligence in favor of this mindlessness. It is ecstasy, rapture. The sweetness of the union so sacred overwhelms my senses. The lover and the beloved are my worlds. Nothing else can exist except this love, this unity of divine masculine and feminine, and the fresh new universe that shall be born from their sacred conjoining. It happens even now, between my body and my spirit, and in yours, and in his over there, and that woman passing by. All creation is sacred, rapturous embrace. Oh, all creation in sacred, rapturous embrace. So shocking and wild, this frenzy of loving delight without limits. Let us be swept away, my beloved, in the passionate loving that renders duality into one and tips the mind into empty ecstasy. You lucky, lucky angel, you are to be blessed with sacred union. This union is of the lover and the beloved, the masculine and the feminine. That which appears to be opposite will no longer appear to be so. There is a coming together that is destined and divine. You are to be swept up in a wave of such love. So this sounds amazing because of what your story was in the past is now no longer what is in the present. So whatever this thing is that's been pulling you back, just remember it as part of the story, as part of what you were at one point, and now you are this, that which is here right now. We have self-expression with water and Larimar, the number 26. We've got fire and water coming through here. Fire and water. Sacred union. This says within 6 months, and we have the jellyfish here. So this is a cosmic timing card. So whenever you come to this message, because this is a timeless message for you, this mystery message for today is good. It's telling you that this is happening within the next 6 months. This awakening that's happening, a shakeup that's a wake up right over here, a shakeup that's a wake up from this arousing brings peace and harmony and sacred union and illumination and celebration. We've got number 2 with the unraveling, and that's exactly what it is. This great mystery is unraveling. It's still a mystery. It says it's still a mystery. You know, how many beings have come and gone, and we use our science to demystify the mysteries of this world, and yet look, it's still a mystery, but you're unraveling this mystery for yourself. You are blossoming into this new experience of self-expression, of love, of joy, of peace, of self-worth, worthiness, and joy. And then we have earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down, time in nature. This is something that will bring you closer to the divine, is time out in nature, for sure. Celebrate this time of sacred union within nature. Okay, let's take a look at some more of your tarot cards. We'll just see what else wants to come through for you, your mystery message for today. Okay, so what's the mystery message for pile number 3? Whoa, those any more wants to come? Yes, it does. Okay, let's see here. That was that. Okay. Okay, we got all these. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the 8 of Swords, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. We have two aces sandwiching these other two experiences. So this is like, yeah, there's new grounds for these new love experiences within this embodiment, this body. We have death on the bottom here. Like when I flipped this over, there's death on the bottom of this. So I don't know. We'll just think about that as well. Death is a death of the old self, birth of the new. Because yeah, I just keep on seeing like this chapter. No, a whole new book being rewritten or being written by you. And this is a new book. This is a new chapter, or even just a new book altogether. Like something completely new. This story is new. It's a mystery. Actually, you might be a storyteller, a story writer, a writer of either novels or children's stories, children's books. Something like that is actually coming through right now. And I think like if you are interested in doing that, or if you want to tell your story, write it out. This is also about the self-expression here. I think that writing it out is going to really help you heal through this turbulence, and kind of help to celebrate you as this unique, gifted individual who is deserving of being here. Yeah, and I think like also see here with the Eight of Swords, there has been a lot of obsessive compulsive thoughts that have been going round and round in your head. That needs to come out. This needs to be expressed so that it doesn't keep on going round and round and round in the head. So if you have a lot of thoughts in your head, get it out. Sing it out, dance it out, write it out. Yeah, create a story, create a storyline for your own life. Talk about the sadness and the loss and the grief and the experiences from your past. And then bring it into the hero's journey, where now you are the hero of your own journey, and you can talk about how you left that and brought yourself into this state of awareness that you are in now. And that is the Ace of Swords, the new thought forms that are happening, the new thoughts, the positive steps, the thought processes that are happening in your mind. There's a shift that's happened. It's going from like the Eight of Swords to the Ace of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles and Ace of Swords. Knight of Pentacles it's like this really stable, secure, let's see how I want to say this. Stable and secure, more stable, secure future, which is coming. It's like steady progress, it's like making steady progress through self-expression. This is going to happen within the next 6 months. You're unraveling your past, kind of clearing things out. Whatever was a mystery, maybe you just want to write it out or want to sing it out, there's something that you have to express. If it's not something through words, maybe it can be an expression through piano or through guitar, like playing an instrument. Yeah, that's still some self-expression. So whatever it is that's going on inside the head needs to come out so that you can move on within the next 6 months. And this is a celebration because you've come to an awareness of what's going on. And I really do appreciate that you guys actually do the heavy work, the hard work here. And I think that your group is a very strong group of individuals who have had kind of like a hard past history. It was sad. So write about it, sing about it, play through the pain of the past, and bring about what this hero's journey looks like or will start looking like to you, what you want it to look like to you, because you are the hero in this novel or in this book. Okay, I think that's all I have for you, pile number 3. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading. Go down to the comment section and let me know how this resonated for you, if it resonated for you. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, so that you never miss a reading from me. And I really wish you all the best. Thank you so much for tuning in. Jai Ma. Bye for now.